Hello everybody and welcome to the actual fourth Let's Play we're going to be doing as of this whole, recording session mood I have. This should in theory be the last game I plan on doing a Let's Play of for this little bit of, this spectacle I've been messing with, but we'll see. I'm not going to give any direct answers as to whether or not this is it, or there may be even potentially more along the way. I was thinking, Resident Evil 4, but that is kind of a long game, and I don't want to record this week past Wednesday, and today is currently Tuesday, the same exact day that I got done with Dead Space on. I went back, played it all the way through to the spot that got glitched, and realized that it wasn't a glitch the entire time, and, well, wasted about 4 hours of my life on a good game, but still, it does piss me off I had to do all that without thinking, I guess, because I'm an idiot. And yeah, here we are doing Mario Sunshine, so, technically it would have been planned potentially for tomorrow, but well, here we are. Also, I'm playing with a different controller. Of course, it's your usual run-of-the-mill GameCube controller, but this is a third-party Wario-colored controller. Me and my brother picked up these controllers about, I don't know, sometime last month or whatever it was. About a month ago or so. I don't remember exactly when, but he found a Luigi-colored one, which was, I think, green, blue. Mine is yellow on the front and purple on the back. So it's yeah, that's basically what they were getting at. These are, of course, third-party controllers, and the stick, you hear that? That's the stick rotating. Yeah, that's what the stick sounds like. So, it's very soft, and that scares the shit out of me. Because I've played with GameCube controllers a lot, and the thing with GameCube controllers is you either have a really good one, which are usually made by Nintendo themselves, or if there's a really decent third-party one out there, which I'm not really aware of, but I usually end up buying just whatever random third-party ones I end up coming across. I don't even know what this one's even called. It's got a clock symbol thing on it or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, they don't have a logo much anywhere, just a little sticker thing. Either way, I finally get to use this thing. I'm going to break it in, and what better way to do that with Mario Sunshine, of all things. And no, I'm not doing this because, it's close to summer. That's not really the case. I'm doing this because I've been wanting to do this one for a while, just in general. And, well, now I have the opportunity to basically do that. And I will admit, it's been a while since I've actually played through Mario Sunshine, so getting used to the controls again might take some time. But please bear with me on this Let's Play that I take you on upon this grand Let's Play in the Mario universe. There's a lot of other platformers I had in mind that I wanted to do, such as, Crash 2 on Game Boy, Entranced. Possibly even just say, fuck it, do the Crash Trilogy, the Remaster Trilogy. And Banjo-Kazooie was one of them, but I decided wholeheartedly, you know what better option than just Mario Sunshine? Something I've been kind of holding off on doing for God knows how long, decades now. Which, by the way, I've actually done a Let's Play of Mario Sunshine in the past, believe it or not. I took the unfortunate endeavor of basically deleting the Let's Play at the time, like I used to do, which was very stupid. Also, get ready for a long cutscene, and I mean long. This one is, unfortunately long. I will also be drinking my smoothie on the side, so apologies if I accidentally make too much noise on the mic. I don't try to do that. That's not something I want to do. I think that's... Personally, I think it's kind of gross when it's unintentional. I know I'm kind of weird, right? But, when it's both intended... Well, when it's not... Okay, how do I explain this better? Usually, if it's not, ASMR stuff, then it's right? I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, again, why Mario Sunshine? Because why not? I haven't done a Mario platformer in a long time. I've been wanting to do a Mario platformer for a little while, I feel. I'm always thinking about it. I'm always like, I could always do Mario Sunshine at some point. I should. But there's never really a time where it feels good enough to do it. And yes, I know, I still have Paper Mario 2 going on, but fuck that game. I'm sorry, I may be the only person on planet Earth that does not like Paper Mario 2, but I just don't. I never could get into it back then. I can't get into it now. I'm a Paper Mario 1 fan. And even to an extent, I like Super Paper Mario a little bit. I thought it was fun, the bits I played of it, of course. But I didn't get very far back then. But I still think it was pretty cool when I did play it. God damn it. If there's a way I can turn off vibration, I'll do that, but yeah. Also, my opinions on Mario Sunshine, they may change once I get to the end of the game. But my opinions have always been that even though I think Mario 64 is much more fun and engaging, I think that Mario Sunshine's FLUDD controls are absolutely, like, peak Mario control. Mario by himself, I wish he was closer in line with his Mario 64 counterpart with controls when he's by himself, but yeah, and then in terms of just overall game and like levels and stuff, I am not the biggest fan of the worlds that we have here. I don't mind Bianco Hills, but I think most people would agree that Bianco Hills is pretty okay. Gelato Beach, Hotel area, Pinata, I think it was called, right? Another one, I'm definitely not a big fan of that one. The island, the village one, it's fine. I don't know. This is one of those games that I feel like, weirdly enough, compared to Mario 64, because I feel like with Mario 64, the first few levels are all relatively pretty good. Even Jolly Roger Bay, which is, you know, a water level, tends to be kind of just pretty alright. Not anything too worrisome. And then you get to the downstairs, and you still have, like, Lethal Lava Land that's fun. I guess to an extent, even something like maybe Hazy Maze Cave is okay, too. Not something I like playing, but either way, you know, Shifting Sandland fucking blows, in my opinion. The Area Alex is whatever, but then you get the upstairs and you start getting to the more, well, the obviously, you know, quote-unquote shittier levels. I feel like that's just what most Mario games tend to do, is you just start getting to the shittier ones later, but I feel like Mario Sunshine just kind of hits that, like, immediately right off the bat. Although Rico Harbor's okay. But I do honestly feel like, well, Noki Bay is harmless. A little annoying sometimes, but it's mostly harmless. But I feel like Bianco Hills and Rico Harbor are kind of like the only really, quote-unquote, really good levels in this game. And then everything else just kind of feels like I really don't want to do it, you know? As with Mario 64, where it's like, yeah, I don't really care much for Telltale Mountain, but it's not terrible. I can do it. Wet Dry World's kind of cool. You know, Snowman Land is fine, except for a couple stars. Yeah, again, my full opinion, it's kind of hard to decide, again, because it's been a while since I played it, but there's a lot of stuff here that is nice, but there's a lot of stuff here that I don't really care much for. So, if you don't like me griping about things, this might not be the playthrough for you, to be fair. One really good technique, of course, is this, where you spray the ground and then you just, you know, slide on top of it and what have you. Also, I gotta get used to the controls again, because it's been like years since I played this. I think the last time I played this game was when I did a marathon thing with my friend, like a long time ago, like a stream marathon. And I want to say we finished Mario Sunshine, and then I think after that we started Galaxy and just stopped. Galaxy's not bad either. I've never beaten 2, I've beaten 1. Galaxy's fine. Not my favorite of the Mario 3D platformers, though. It is my brother's, but not my favorite. My favorite's still Mario 64. Mario Odyssey, you know, funny enough, I don't know. I don't really care much for Mario Odyssey, to be honest. Will I end up doing it? I don't know. Because, another reason why I'm doing Mario Sunshine is because, in all fairness, this, like, I've done Mario 64 already, And if I want to continue, you know, through the franchises of games that I've already done, this would technically be one of them. Because in all technicality, I do count this as the sequel to Mario 64, regardless of it not being directly called a sequel. Ah, fuck, this is going to be a nightmare of a playthrough, isn't it? I just kind of feel like it is. I'm gonna be honest. I know this is not something that is a good thing to talk about or say directly before we even get started with the game as a whole, but I don't think this is going to be the best Let's Play I've done. So, not only in terms of just skill level, but I just think that in terms of enjoyment, especially for you guys out there that might think that this might be an enjoyable game to watch, I would suggest... I know it's kind of weird for a Let's Player to say this, but I'm a different type of content... God Christ. I'm a different type of content creator where I prefer the God's honest truth with this type of stuff. Like, if I'm gonna be honest, I want to be honest as much as I can and tell you guys straight up, you know, that, hey, this... Fair warning, this might not be what you want to see. As you can probably no doubt tell already, just right off the bat, I've already failed massively. I know the thing is, like, it's fucking Mario. How can I be this bad at Mario? And I get that. But like I said, I haven't played this in fucking ages, and for some odd-ass reason, I don't know what it is. Like, I can play Mario 64 just fine. But when it comes to this fucking game, it's like, I just can't. Like, something's wrong with me. I don't know what's going on. My skills are really bad. Oh my fucking god, he doesn't do the... No, I don't want to do that. The thing is, like I said, like, FLUDD controls are great, but I kind of suffer with doing Mario controls. Usually when I'm playing Mario by himself. Without FLUDD. You know, I struggle much more with that. Also, you're probably wondering, well... Was there ever a point in time where you mentioned that this was possibly going to be a co-op Let's Play? And I might have. I might have mentioned on YouTube, but just to kind of give you guys something to talk... Well, just to talk about something. Yes, I did want to do this as a co-op Let's Play. So why am I not? Is that going to be gone? Are we ever going to do it? The thing is, in all fairness, yes, we could, in theory, still technically do a co-op Let's Play. That's not necessarily a thing that's off the ropes. Or whatever, you know. That's not something that's off limits to do, right? However, I will say this. I've wanted to do a co-op Let's Play of it, but it's one of those cases of getting people there to do it is just a lot harder. I've mentioned this in my DMC reboot, where it's like, it's a lot easier if I just fucking do things from now on, because it's kind of hard to get everybody wanting to do it. And I'm not saying that, like, oh, it's only these specific people that do it. I'm talking primarily... when I say everybody, I mean everybody. We all have our difficulties with wanting to do co-op stuff. So, in all fairness, I'm one of those too. When I say everybody, I mean everybody. I'm not talking about one person specifically ruining everything. I'm saying me. I am a part of that problem too. What's my issue? My mood. Like, genuinely speaking, yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Sometimes I don't... My mood to record co-op or record anything at all is small sometimes, you know? It doesn't happen very often. As you guys probably no doubt tell, like, there's times where, like, my mood will go from, I want to do hardcore content to, you know what, fuck it, I'll do some Turd Monkey stuff. Or, I won't do YouTube at all. Hell, I used to love stream... Well, not really love it, but I used to stream a little bit, and that got ruined pretty quick, so... Yeah. Things tend to happen. And one of those things just happens to be, sometimes I just don't want to do a co-op thing. Or sometimes, like, I waited so long to want to do a co-op thing that, like, I have to wait until, you know, a certain day to do it. God forbid, even if we can. Or sometimes, you know, somebody's mood might not be in the same mood as ours either. And, well, guess what happens? We don't do it. So... Yeah, this is one of those cases of, I'm doing it now. It's unfortunate that we're not doing it co-op at this very moment, but look, again, things are the way they are, so it's best to just leave it as is, I guess. enjoy what I can now while I'm doing it, I guess. If I can even possibly enjoy Mario Sunshine again. What's funny is my mom absolutely, for some reason, loves this fucking game to death. It's not a terrible game, mind you. It's just that the levels and the sprites you have to collect for them, there's a lot of just really fucking annoying shit. Like, this game is weirdly hard in comparison to Mario 64. It could be because I haven't played it all that much to really, you know, get down everything. Also, the fucking... Let's get the elephant in the room. The fucking blue coins. We all know. We all know. We know how much of a fucking pain in the ass those are. So, that's another big thing, too, is like 100%ing this game is a complete and total, absolute fucking nightmare to do. It is just, in my opinion, not fun. And for those that aren't aware, so blue coins work basically in a way that the game is episodic. So each sprite is an episode, and the coins, the blue coins, can show up, and most of the time will show up. The blue coins will show up in those specific episodes. So if you want to get every fucking blue coin in the game, you have to know where every blue coin location is and which episode. Whatever. You have to know which episode it is in. Also, that would have been a great time to have like a webcam going. If I ever had one. Just me looking at the camera, shaking my head no. Like, fuck you. That guy, I think you have to beat the game to get sunglasses, right? I don't remember. Also, there is no benefit to 100%ing besides bragging rights. If you 100%, great. As you saw, I have a save file that is 120 sprites. I'm actually surprised as to why. I think that was probably during the marathon. We might have 100% Mario Sunshine during that. Jesus Christ. There's no way we did. I don't think... Nah, there's no way. I don't think so. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I know the game just told me like a second right there, but I was not paying any attention at all. Yeah, this is gonna be a rough time. I gotta get reused to everything again. I can't fucking change settings here. God damn it. So what? I gotta go back to the main menu to change my damn settings. It's fucking stupid. Z is map, so you can hit A for a guide. There's a thing where you can actually check how many sprites you have per level or whatever. I don't think you can check how many blue coins you have. But yeah, blue coins are the fucking most stupid thing that's ever been concocted. Like if there was 30 coins in each level just as is, and you didn't have to worry about, oh well, I gotta worry about finding them in this specific episode. If you didn't have to do that, I honestly think that would have been okay. You know, I think that would have been fine. Also, you can do that. That's a backflip shot. The Flood, funny enough, actually has a lot of unique things that Flood can do. Funny enough that EGAD tends to be actually a pretty damn good inventor when it comes to things. The Poltergust, Flood. Technically, he invented the paintbrush in this game because it's pretty obvious, but yeah, the paintbrush that that jackass Shadow Mario uses. That coin right there, I don't remember, but I think that's actually episode specific. But yeah, if you're going for all the blue coins, you might want to have a guide on hand, because this is one of those cases of a big giant fuck you the game. It just feels like it's a big giant middle finger for anybody that wants to actually attempt to 100%. Same thing with Digimon World 1. Like, Jesus Christ, that game is just a big giant fucking middle finger the entire game. I've been playing a little bit of that recently. I think I'm going to stop because I went through fucking 4 Digimon already. 4 to 5 of these little bastards. Never going to ultimate me. I got pissed. Meanwhile, my brother's over there like, yeah, I already got like 2 ultimates. Like, fuck you. Get ready for an unironically good boss fight in this game. I feel like there's not that many really good boss fights, because I feel like, spoiler alert, King Boo is kind of whatever. But this boss fight works in a way with, obviously, with water, but All you gotta do is wait for Petey's mouth to open up. And let him guzzle down some water. He gets all fat and tired. And then we can just jump and press L. Yeah, it's L and not R. R is to shoot. Which I guess for like a shooter type game makes sense. He should spray the man with mud soon. I used to think it was like chocolate drink. It's like Yoo-hoo. If you want a more accurate shot with this, you could always just, you know, use the X hover nozzle to do that. But Petey Piranha, for the most part, is relatively pretty easy. He's also one of the best bosses in Smash Bros. Brawl, too, actually. Okay, that's fucking dog shit. There we go. Yeah, you can get like a little bit of water in him, but... You don't have to use Y to aim in, I just do it to make things easier. It's a habit of mine. Oop. There we go. The problem with the tower is solved. And I think this is one of those ones where... No, we don't have to climb back up. Okay, thank God. Boop. Yeah, not gonna lie. Be prepared for this one. This one's gonna be... I think my commentary is not going to be the best. Not only have I done, like, 3 fucking Let's Plays already, one of which was annoying, another one of which I ended up doing the entire game again, just to make up for the fact that I fucked up. Turned out I didn't really fuck up, so, oops. Yeah, I'm kind of getting worn down, and I think Mario Sunshine is not a good fucking game to do right after you get worn down doing it. But, I will admit, I am having a cozy enough time that I think I could probably do this. It's just that I will be honest, and I think that my commentary might not be sufficient enough. So if you're fine with that, if you're fine with just a more, I guess you could say, lax Let's Play, this will definitely be it. I'm going to go ahead and do the thing over here real quick to stop the game from telling me to go do this. Because if you go back to Bianco Hills to go finish it off, this game will basically keep telling you, like, every time you come back, like, hey, by the way, that's a thing, go do it. So, I'm just going to do it now, and not worry about it. I'll even go ahead and go inside, and then just do the level as. By the way, the way to get to Corona Mountain is, well, a little goofy in this game. It's a little different. So, the way to get to the final level is you gotta beat all 7 episodes of each level. And I don't remember how many levels there are. But usually, like, Mario 64 type games make you get 70 stars. And I think that's technically what you need. Still. We'll see, again. God damn, they vibrate this motherfucker hard. But yeah, this area right in here, this is just where you deposit your blue coins at. And this just takes it to Rico Harbor. Should. No. Wait, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Another boss fight. That's actually not bad either. Wait. No, we fight that later. I don't remember. Oh yeah, the Shades guy I think is like in every level. I think. Yeah, if you 100%, you just get a fucking postcard. I think you just need to beat the game in order to gain access to the sunglasses, I think. I think that's what he's probably referencing, is like, hey, by the way, beat the game, maybe? I don't know. I still don't know why he's gatekeeping fucking sunglasses of all things, but alright. That's kind of a weird thing to gatekeep. I should have paid attention to what the star wanted from me. Yeah, Gooper Blooper breaks out. Yeah, that's like up there. Like, over there somewhere. Pretty sure. Oh, fuck me. Again, the game has great controls. Like I said, I feel like with Mario's normal controls, I still wish he had the Mario 64 type controls, but... I mean, it's still close to it, you know, it's not completely gone. It's just that, you know, yeah. There's like a weird feeling to the controls in this game. Not sure if these are coin specific or not, but who gives a flying fuck? Because I like chaos. Right? I like making my life miserable. So let's go get them. I'm sure people are probably getting pretty fucking pissed at me grabbing these blue coins. You can be all pissed all you want. I'm gonna get them. I mean, why not? They're there, right? They're right in front of me. I could just go do it real quick. Get it out of the way. You know, nothing wrong with grabbing some blue coins every once in a while. Just saying. That's crazy. This is still episode 1. Well, technically speaking, what I should have done was actually just finish Bianco Hills. I think, real quick, that's a tunnel you can go inside of that I think brings you back to up there. Oh, yeah, I forgot this was here. Yeah, if you see these, just... Hover nozzle does kind of work-ish. Not really. I mean, it kind of does, but... Yeah. And then this one right over here, this one's kind of harder to hit. Not completely difficult, but still. By the way, the M basically means that that blue coin will definitely, no matter what, pop out in the same spot that you shot it from. The ones that are X's or triangles or whatever the sort, any other different type of shape, those types of blue coins, unfortunately, are going to spawn in another location. And you have to know where that fucking location is at. As for this one, it's up there. And if I'm not mistaken, I want to say that I hope getting up there shouldn't be too difficult. God, I feel really loose with this game. By the way, just you have to hit B to do a constant slide here. Yeah, I think you need to break boxes up. Yeah, fuck me, dude. Of course. So if you want that blue coin, you're gonna have to break boxes. Because I don't think this leads to... Yeah, you're gonna have to go back. I think there's a way to kind of cheese your way back up from here. Like, I think you can... I don't remember. Either climb the lighthouse or whatever. There's like a way to do it. But I think in order to get that blue coin, you have to break those fucking boxes. So let's go waste time and break boxes. Because that's what we're here to see, right? Me just running around breaking boxes all day. I don't remember if there's... I know there's a blue coin to the right. I don't remember if there's one over here. I could have sworn there was. Like, something you can do there. Also, if you get up too high in Rico Harbor, these little cloud enemies will spawn. I see that box down there. That might have been a blue coin. I'll check that when I go back down. I don't need both of these broken, to be fair. So I'll just go ahead and just break one, just in the off chance. Or break one open. If you're not familiar with Mario 64, if you're about to land, just do a dive. And, yeah. Also, mushrooms, 1-up mushrooms will actually fill up your tank of water. So if you're thirsty, make sure you get another life. And I don't mean get another life as in go get pregnant. I'm saying, like, you know, get a life up in terms of Mario. Go eat a mushroom, but a 1-up mushroom specifically, not that type of mushroom. Or unless it's a mushroom on pizza. I mean, you can always do that. Where is this godforsaken fucking X? Oh, I wasn't fast enough. Huh. That sounds like the typical fucking Mario Sunshine bullshit. Okay, so maybe I might have lied. Maybe this might be a little bit more extravagant of a fucking Let's Play. Who would have guessed? Because, you know, fuck me, right? Nah, fuck this game. That's what. It's, again, it's not a completely awful game. It's just, it's a... Are you actually out of your fucking mind? You want me to be that fucking fast? Now, that's some fucking horse shit at play is what's going on. They want you to be that fucking fast. I don't think so. Hell no. I got business to take care of. Business. My business is kicking your ass. And business is booming. Are you looking to expand that business? Again, yes, I know. My controller is quite loud. Although that time wasn't actually my controller, it was something else. Just kidding. So, blooper. Basically, all you gotta do is just ground pound his tentacles, break them off. I think the 2 middle tentacles for this particular fight, you don't have to ground pound, by the way, but I do it just because. I want to say the 2 middle ones are the ones you want to go for because you can actually grab his nose ahead of time. You don't need to have all of them gone. I got relatively pretty lucky there. All I gotta do is just, you know, shoot him in the face, hit him with water, that kind of thing, and there you go. But like I said, I think the 2 middle ones are the ones you want to go for because I think those are the ones that typically can, you know, for the most part, always land a hit. And just press B when you're hopefully close enough for it. It's not necessarily difficult. It is annoying, but it's not a difficult fight. Just, you know, these types of things will happen. Luckily, if you pull off his arm, if you pull A arm, he's not going to activate his other arms to grab you. And yeah, I'm trying to do this fast, or as fast as I can reasonably do it, but yeah. Yeah, see, as the outer arm doesn't really do anything. I think, yeah, I was gonna say, I think it's only just 2 hits to kill him. And that was it for Ricco Harbor. Also, I'm gonna drop off the blue coins. Probably, I don't know, whenever, either every episode or something, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Basically, whenever I get rid of these damn bastards, because okay, getting rid of blue coins basically means that when you have 10 blue coins, you can go to that little area, that little shop that's basically right where Ricco Harbor's at, and from there you can spend them and get a Shine Sprite. So that will help, of course, get your Shine Sprite counters to go up a lot higher. So, I don't know how many times, or I don't know when I'm going to specifically do that. I don't know, but we'll see. Also, every world has at least, I think, 2 secret levels. Or 3. I think it's like a... Well, there's also an episode 8. This game has a lot of fucking Shine Sprites, by the way. Well, funny enough, the Shine Sprites, I think like a good set... Like another good 50 of them are hidden behind, I think, blue coins, I believe. I think you just take one of these bastards and go. But what we gotta do now is head inside, and I think yellow is the fastest. I always forget. I never check. I don't care. I just kind of grab. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Be careful of jumping, too, because jumping can fuck you over. So, this area actually has a secret mission to it. Much like the slide in Mario 64. And we'll probably just do that one directly after. So, the idea of this level is just go around, don't ride on that. And you can kind of cut corners. Jumping kind of helps that too. I know I said be careful of jumping before, but it's more so like if there's an obstacle coming your way, you want to be careful because the turning is kind of difficult in this game. And this one you can jump directly over. You can jump over these directly. That's kind of how you sort of beat the secret mission, which I think is like 41 seconds long. Or 40 or whatever, so... I don't think beating the timer is going to give me that one. If it does, great. That saves me the trouble. I don't have to, you know, go back and do it. All I got to do is just... I still got to come back here anyway. It doesn't really matter. Alright. That's 5 out of, I think, I want to say, possibly the 70 we need, and or, you know, finishing every episode 7. Yeah, once again, Gelato Beach is now open, but you know what? Fuck it. Who cares if the game wants me to go do it? It's too far. I'm just going to go do probably Ricco Harbor and maybe even finish up Bianco Hills. Not in one video, though, unfortunately, but still. Ah, so that was, of course, the regular Shine Sprite to go get. But what we're after is the secret one, actually. Because I did such a good job. Oh, that's right. You got to go back to the fucking... Yeah, I forgot about that. You gotta go back to the actual mission itself in order to access the secret mission because, well, duh. See, that I understand. That I'm okay with. Something like that's fine. Also, every... Well, except for the... Okay, how do I explain secret levels slash whatever? I don't know. It's so fucking annoying to explain all this crap because... This fucking game. There's so much shit to it. Wait, don't we need the rocket? No, I think we're fine. I don't remember if you need rocket for this or not. Look, you know, spoiler stuff, like, who cares? It's fucking Mario Sunshine. You guys should be most likely aware of how Mario Sunshine kind of just works. And by the way, if you let go of that, be careful because, well, yeah. I got an idea. I got a better idea. Thing is, I don't think I need these sprites to, you know, gain access to Corona. The whole secret mission. But we could just do it anyway. You know, why not? I forgot that you actually have to select the damn thing to do it. By the way, there's going to be a red coin thing later. And that's what I was going to talk about was the secret areas. Which, that little lighthouse tower thing over there, lighthouse, actually has a secret area behind it. But I think that's a normal mission. But you go back to select that mission again. And there'll be red coins you can do. And those are the floodless levels. I think that's technically the name of them. Also, I believe there's a blue coin down there that you can grab. We can come back for it later. Did I just fucking die? Okay. Yeah, the thing is, Mario, whenever he falls off of something, or if you're doing a minigame, and you lose the minigame, regardless of you dying or not, like actually physically dying or not, it doesn't matter to Mario. Because Mario is such a fucking sore loser that he'll just die. He'll just outright just fucking kill himself because it wasn't good enough. Bro is a perfectionist. I mean, can you really blame him? To be fair, because he's been an archaeologist, he was a painter, you know, he's a plumber, he saves the world, you know, he's played a bunch of sports. The dude has a fucking... He's got one of those, the lifestyle of, like, somebody who's like a skinny type guy that, like a skinny tattooed dude that smokes all the time, that is clearly unemployed and hasn't done anything for, like, the past 30 years, but some fucking how he has all this ability to just kind of exist in these different places. He's visited all these different fucking cities and these different highlights of life. And you're left kind of scratching your head like, how the fuck did you manage that? You look nothing like the type of guy that would. That's Mario. That's fucking Mario. Alrighty. Let's do the caged cock sprite now, I guess. If I even can. Because I think you can go from the top. At least you're supposed... Well, there's obviously something on the bottom there, but... We could, in all technicality, I think, come later. Or do we get rocket now? That's kind of early to get a rocket, ain't it? Also, I could have sworn there was a blue coin in there. Or is that just for coins? By the way, 100 coins is just as awful as it sounds. So, yeah, no surprise. Look, it's Mario Sunshine. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be outright with you here and just tell you straight up the facts. This game is not completely fucking terrible. But goddamn, does it fucking try. And there's a lot of stuff that, in my opinion, is just not fun to do. And this is one of them. And I could have sworn that we can get rocket here. I could be wrong. I think it's like, yeah, it's right there. Let's just go get it this episode and we'll fuck off and go get the sprite. And I think in order to get to the rocket, I think we gotta go back the way you think we do, which is up there. Luckily, the designers decided to say, you know what, we'll build a thing that lets you kind of just lift up if you're in the water, so you don't have to, you know, go climb from buttfuck nowhere, like you've been doing from the lighthouse area. So you can kind of do this and get up there that way, which is nice of them to do. I'll admit it, I fucking hate Ricco Harbor's design. It's not a bad level, per se, it's just I hate the fucking way they handle this cursed level. Okay, so we can't get that yet. So we'll come back. We'll actually come back for it. Should I do another... Yeah, we can do another sprite. Why not? Or if anything, you know, like I said, I could always just cash in my blue coins every episode just to kind of give people something to watch. Yeah, we can do that. We just make that the end of the episode, anyway. I hate to do that, but, yeah. So if you have plenty, if you got, like, any increments of 10, you will get that amount of sprites. So we'll get 2. There you go. Why the hell not, right? Why not get some shine sprites? Alright, anyway, that'll be it for the first episode. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time for some more Mario Sunshine. We'll probably try to finish up Bianca Hills and come back with a rocket later and then deal with Rika Harbor. So, till then, take care, everybody, and yeah, see ya.